Alright guys, just got back from MMA. It is February 5th, Monday, about 9:46 p.m. And we're working on transitioning our kinetic energy splitters to electric. So I'm just waiting on one more motor, and we're putting tow hitches on them that are removable, so that way they don't get in the way once we get them set up. And we can move them around with the mini skid instead of having to move them around by hand. So that's what's going on. And I bought a few rings to accommodate. So we have three log splitters, and one of them already has the pin. We also use these on our trailers as well, so I figured they'd come in handy no matter how many I bought, because I'm going to put a couple on the trailers. So what I do is I put these on anything I want to move around with the skid steers, because we have a little ball hitch we hook onto it, and it can pick up a lot, because it basically takes off all the weight from the bucket, and then basically you have all that leverage, because the attachment only weighs like 40 pounds, and it's right next to the machine, so it doesn't weigh practically anything. And you put you put this on whatever you want to move. A lot of times we'll put these on the corners of our trailers and weld them off to a receiver, and so you can pick up the whole trailer and set it on your truck. Makes them so much easier to move around and manipulate if you have these on your trailer. So get a receiver, weld it like a 45-degree angle on the corner of each side, and make it protrude a little bit. The farther out the better, so when you put this in, it'll stick out, and you can pick it up with your skid steer and set it anywhere and drive it around. And I use Pintle hitches on everything. So there's one, and I believe I've got two more. Let's see, I think there's another one in here. I ordered like 3 of them, so we'll go ahead and open them all up, make sure they got the right one. This one has a hole in it, so someone almost lost a toe. There's number 2. Bubble wrap doesn't really help on these. They stick that in there. Laughs and giggles. I bought all these off Amazon. I think they're around, what is it, like 35 bucks or something. They are $35.99. The receiver mount. And then I also bought a plug tester. So if you have a 7-pin on your truck or any of your vehicles, you can plug this in and make sure your vehicles are outputting the right signals. You know, your stop, turn signals, hazards, tail lights, all that stuff. So this is a really handy, and this is only like 12 bucks, $11.89. You can keep this in your glove box. Test out all your, because sometimes you'll think, man, the trailer bulbs are out or something's wrong with the trailer, and here it's the fuse or something in your truck. So you can always test that out, make sure everything's, and sometimes they wire these differently, so make sure all your trucks and trailers are wired the same way. Let me open these other 2 and make sure they're Pintles. Pintle eyes. Ever since I started using these, I don't use anything else. If I buy a trailer, I don't care what size it is, dinky, tiny, humongous, I put Pintle hitches on them, because they last forever, especially if you have a lot of people using your stuff, and also too, keeps people from borrowing your trailers, because a lot of people don't have Pintle receivers. So, and they don't want to go out and spend 150 bucks just to for something they're going to use every once in a while. So it keeps you from lending out your trailers And if they're cheap enough, they don't want to spend 100 bucks, 150 bucks on a receiver, then they can't use your trailer. Or they can rent them. Same thing. So I got 3 of these, and they're super strong. I mean, these things will, I don't know what the, I mean, 10,000 pounds is nothing for these. And most of our trailers are like 4,000 or 5,000 pounds. Even if they're loaded, usually they're not even 10,000, but these will probably are way, they'll tote more, way more. If you break one of these, you're doing something. The skid steer will break before you break one of these. So that's all I have. That's it. And I'll leave a link in the description if you guys are interested in any of those. And I will see you on the next one. How you like the banner?